All right, so I get it. Feel like we're at a time where we are purging ourselves of anything and everything toxic.
Hi guys, so Jenna Marbles has just posted a video on YouTube in which she appears to be announcing she's quitting YouTube.
I'm being requested that I address things that I've done in my past.
Now I have to say, watching this video I felt a bit like, I don't know, a priest or like God. I don't often feel like God. Listening to someone, Jenna in this case, confess all their mistakes or all the things they think they've done wrong throughout their life. She's quite frank in this video about all the things she's done that she perceives to have offended people and how sorry she is for those things.
Yeah, there's things in my past I'm not proud of. And I'm getting a lot of tweets from people saying, why have you privated all these old videos? And I've spent a lot of the last few days privating almost all of my old content. And I'm sorry if any of that holds any nostalgia for you, but I'm literally not trying to put out negative things into the world.
In the video, she gives some examples of racial stereotyping she did in some of her old videos, which she's now very sorry for. One of them is in which she blacked up to be Nicki Minaj.
This is private. It has been private for quite some time, but it looks like this.
Nicki Minaj likes me, and then there's Roman, who's very.
And I do just want to tell you that it was not my intention to do blackface. This is the end of the video where I took my wig off. I don't know how else to say this, but it doesn't matter, because all that matters is that people were offended.
And another is a video in which she appears to be looking a bit like, I don't know, a kind of cliched parody version of a Chinese person.
Here's the clip. I will play it for you. Here, hold on, let me remind you.
Sorry, that was racist. I'm bad at rap songs.
So as you can see, I said, hey Ching Chong Wing Wong, shake your King Kong Ding Dong. Sorry, that was racist. I'm bad at rap songs.
Here's the thing though, right? I get that, you know, doing the Chinaman thing and doing the blackface thing, I get that that's offensive and I understand that. But in the video she goes on many times about how she doesn't want to offend anyone.
This has also been made private. I don't want to offend anyone. I'm not interested in it. I'm not interested in making anyone feel bad, in case you haven't noticed.
And I'm thinking to myself, well, if you consider yourself a comedian, someone who's going to make people laugh, is it really possible to never offend anyone? I personally think it isn't. Even if you have the best of intentions, I think someone is always going to be offended by something you do. I just don't think it's possible to be funny and not offend someone at some point. So I think a goal of saying, well, I don't want to offend anyone is utterly impossible.
It's awful. It doesn't need to exist. It's inexcusable. It's not okay. I'm incredibly sorry if this offended you.
Believe it or not, I'm actually a comedian myself. And I'm also half Iraqi, and I'm also a Christian. And when I do comedy gigs, I talk about my Arab heritage, and I talk about my Christian faith. And I guarantee that whenever I do a show, someone will always be offended by something I've said. And the thing is that the jokes I make are against myself. So I'll make jokes about how silly Christians can be, I'll make jokes about Arab cliches, and people will still be offended on my behalf. So I just don't think it's possible to do comedy and not offend someone.
That's really been eating me up inside for a long time. And I just wanted to tell you that I'm sorry if I ever made you feel bad about yourself or your choices or anything. There's no one demanding an apology for that video of me right now, but I'm like, just, you know what, put it on my tab. Here's another thing I'm sorry for.
Either way, it was kind of a sad video to watch, and I hope everything's okay with Jenna. But I've got to go now. I'm going to go and film a sketch about a Arab suicide bomber who's got to drive a car bomb into a market, but he doesn't actually want to do it because he doesn't have a driving license, so he has to take driving lessons to get his license. Don't be offended. Bye.